Hey guys, and welcome back to Coffee and Closings, where we sip slow, think smart, and run our real estate business like CEOs, not assistants. So let's talk about Mondays, because Mondays in real estate have a reputation. And not because the work is hard, but because the buildup is heavy. By the time Monday hits, there's the emails from the weekend, the missed calls, the showings you need to follow up on, the clients asking for updates, and you're not even halfway done with your coffee yet, okay? And it feels like the day is already ahead of you and it just got started. But listen, I want you to hear me, okay? Hear me when I say this. Monday chaos is optional. It's not just part of the job, okay? It's not something that you have to accept because you're an agent. It's a symptom of unfinished loops. Work that got pushed forward instead of closed out. So today we're going to talk about how to reset Mondays so they feel like clarity instead of clutter. We're going to break down why Mondays pile up in the first place, all right? How a reset can clear your mind and your business, and the one simple checklist that makes your week flow instead of stall. So if that's something that you're interested in, grab your coffee and stay tuned.
Baby, you're perfect. Don't let no one tell you otherwise. That spark can give it the butterflies. Mesmerized, mesmerized by you.
Mondays feel heavy because of what happened on Friday. By the time Friday hits, most agents are already operating in survival mode. The week has been long, the requests have been nonstop, and you're just trying to get to the weekend. So what happens? Any unfinished tasks, they silently get handed to future me, aka Monday. So Monday isn't actually overwhelming, it's just holding everything we didn't close last week. And then here's where it gets worse. Weekends don't pause in real estate. New inquiries still come in, clients still text, negotiations still happen. So now Monday is holding what got left behind plus what came in while you were off. That's where the overwhelm comes from. Not a lack of discipline, but a lack of a closing ritual. And when your follow-ups live in your head, your deadlines live in your email, and your reminders live on random notes, your brain can literally feel like it's running 17 tabs at once. And none of them are loading. So the key is not to be more organized. The key is to stop carrying everything in your head. Now, a reset is like hitting refresh. It's clearing out the mental hallway. It's acknowledging what's done, documenting what's in motion, and deciding what needs to happen next. It's putting things back in their place so your brain doesn't have to hold all of it. When you sit down on Monday with a clear, organized understanding of your week, your body responds to that. You feel calmer. Your decision making sharpens. You're not guessing what matters. And your clients, they can feel that difference too. They feel the calm, the confidence, the steadiness. They feel like they're in capable hands because you aren't reacting anymore. You're directing now. A reset isn't about clearing your to-do list. It's about clearing your mind so you can actually think again. Now, the tool that makes this simple is what I call the weekly reset checklist, okay? It's about 15 to 20 minutes of checking your open files, reviewing deadlines, confirming next steps, and sending any quick updates that keeps things moving along. It doesn't need to be fancy. In fact, the more simple it is, the more likely you are to actually use it. The power is not in the checklist itself. The power is in the consistency. When you run the same reset checklist every single week, it becomes the anchor of your business, truly. It becomes, the habit that holds everything steady. It's what keeps Mondays from feeling like chaos and turns it into clarity. And the moment you feel clarity on Mondays, your entire week shifts. You start responding instead of reacting. You start leading instead of chasing. You start running your business like a CEO instead of a firefighter. So, if Mondays have been feeling heavy for you, I want you to remember this. It's not inevitable to have a calm Monday, okay? A reset and a simple weekly checklist can change everything about how your week begins. Catch the pile up, clear your head, start your week intentionally, not in survival mode, okay? Now, if this episode spoke to you, drop a comment and tell me, what's one thing that you want to start doing differently on Mondays? I'd love to hear it, okay? And of course, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those notifications so you don't miss an episode. Also, make sure you share this with another agent who could use a breather on their Mondays, all right? And if you want the exact checklist that will help you shift out of Monday chaos and into Monday clarity, make sure you check out the description to access my free Agent Bags checklist, because when you download it, you'll also unlock the Close Day 1 kit so you can put these tools into place today. All right, guys, well, that's it for today's episode. I truly thank you for tuning in, and I will see you next Monday, same time, same mug. This coffee was so good. Bye.